Next topic in carbon and its compounds chapter is cyclic hydrocarbons. Now, what are cyclic hydrocarbons? From the name only, it's clear. Hydrocarbons which are in a cyclic way, that means which are in a ring form. So, the carbon atoms in these compounds, they are actually arranged in the form of a ring, and these also can be further saturated or these can be unsaturated. So cyclic hydrocarbons are, these are those hydrocarbons, the hydrocarbons in which the carbon atoms are arranged in a ring are known as cyclic hydrocarbons. These may be saturated or unsaturated. There can be single bonds or these can be unsaturated with double or triple bond also. And saturated cyclic hydrocarbons, these are known as cycloalkanes, while unsaturated ones, these are known as cycloalkenes and cycloalkynes. Saturated cyclic hydrocarbons, these are called cycloalkanes, and unsaturated cyclic hydrocarbons, these are cycloalkenes and cycloalkynes. Like we have done, we have saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated ones are called alkanes and unsaturated are called alkenes and alkynes. Now the cyclic saturated hydrocarbons are cycloalkanes and cyclic unsaturated hydrocarbons are either cycloalkenes or these are cycloalkynes. Now I'm taking one example of each type: cycloalkane, cycloalkenes and cycloalkynes. So first one is cycloalkane. These are the saturated cyclic hydrocarbons containing single bonds only. They contain only single bonds. Example, if for example we take 3 carbon atoms and combine these 3 carbon atoms in a cyclic way like this. Now we know there are 2 bonds with this carbon, so there will be 2 hydrogens linking with this carbon to complete the valency of carbon, that is 4. Even with this carbon there will be 2 hydrogens. With this carbon also there will be 2 hydrogens. Since there are 3 carbon atom alkane is prop and single bonds are here, so ane, but now these are in a cyclic way. So in the name here we add a prefix cyclo. So name of this compound is cyclopropane, and this can be simplified and we can write it like this. This we can write together CH2, CH2, CH2. Instead of showing the bonds of hydrogen, we can just write CH2, CH2, CH2 like this also. And this can be further simplified. There's no need even to write the carbon and hydrogen. Just put a triangle. It's obvious here will be carbon, and with a carbon there will be 2 hydrogen atoms. So this is how we can write cyclopropane. Similarly, one more example I'm taking. Example 1. Example 2. If there are 4 carbon atoms, we can join them in a square form like this, or just simply we will draw a square. This is 4 carbon atoms, so but, combining with a single bond, so ane, butane, but in a cyclic way. So the name of this compound is cyclobutane. So this is the example of first category of cyclic hydrocarbon, that is the cycloalkanes. After cycloalkanes, the next category is cycloalkenes. Number 2, cycloalkenes. Now these are unsaturated cyclic hydrocarbons containing at least one double bond. Example, if for example 3 carbon atoms we will link in a cyclic way, but one double bond if I put here, then with this carbon there will be 2 hydrogens to complete its valency. But this carbon has 3 bonds, so there will be only 1 hydrogen linking with this carbon. Similarly, with this carbon there are 3 bonds, so only 1 hydrogen will link with this. Now 3 carbon atoms are here, so it is prop, but there is a double bond, so after this we add -ene, and now because they are in a cyclic way, so before this we add a prefix cyclo. So name of this compound is cyclopropene. This can be written like this also. This is, we can combine as CH2, this is CH, and this is also CH. So when we just combine these, we can write the formula like this also, CH2, CH, CH, and here we have a double bond like this. Or just a triangle like this with a double bond here. This is how we can write cyclopropene. Similarly, one more example. If there are 4 carbon atoms, if I'm just linking the 4 carbon atoms and somewhere here, one double bond here. So this compound is cyclobutene. This is second category of cyclic compound, that is cycloalkenes. Now third category is cycloalkynes. These are unsaturated cyclic hydrocarbons containing at least one triple bond. There is at least one triple bond in these compound. Example, now I am taking 4 carbon atoms here, linking the 4 carbon atom like this, and one triple bond I am putting up here. That means with this carbon there will be 2 hydrogen atoms, with this carbon also there will be 2 hydrogen atoms. Now there are 4 bonds here, no hydrogen will link with this carbon. With this carbon also there are 4 bonds, so no hydrogen will be here. And if we want to simplify, we can just write this as triple bond here, no need to write carbon and hydrogen. This also is, there are 4 carbon atoms, so but, triple bond is here, ine, and before this we add cyclo because the carbon atoms are linking in a cyclic way. So name of this compound is cyclobutene. Another example, if 5 carbon atoms are here, so 5 carbon atoms we can just link like this only, and one triple bond I'm showing here. That means with this carbon there will be 2 hydrogen atoms, 2 hydrogens here. Here also we have 2 hydrogen atoms, and name of this compound is cyclopent, and after this we add ine, so cyclopentine. Or if we want to simplify this, we can just write it like this. This is also cyclopentine only. So these are cycloalkenes. But very important part here in the unsaturated cyclic hydrocarbon, one more compound I'm taking which is very important, that is among unsaturated cyclic hydrocarbons, unsaturated cyclic hydrocarbon I'm taking, and that is benzene, and its formula is C6H6, is an important compound. very important compound. The structural formula of benzene is, there are 6 carbon atoms here. So 6 carbon atoms I am just arranging in a hexagonal form like this. And in this compound, at alternate positions, there are double bonds. So there are 3 double bonds in this compound. So each carbon has 3 bonds. That means with each carbon, there will be only one hydrogen linking like this. And this can be simplified, and we can combine the carbon hydrogens. We'll not show the bonds of these, just we'll write it together as CH only. So when we'll just simplify this, this one will become CH, CH, like this, and at alternate positions, like, there will be double bonds. And it can be further simplified. We can remove these carbon and hydrogens and just a hexagon with the double bonds at alternate positions. We can write all these are the structural formulas of benzene. And another thing, that it's not necessary that these double bonds will come here only. Double bonds will be at alternate positions. So instead of taking these carbon atoms for double bond, we can take these also for the double bond, but they will be at alternate positions. So this is the formula of benzene. So this is our topic, cyclic hydrocarbons. Now after cyclic hydrocarbons, moving on to the next topic, that is homologous series. Now what is the meaning of homologous series? Homo means same, logos means, logis means members of the series. So that series in which we have the same kind of members. Same kind of members means those compounds which will have same properties, which can be represented by same general formula. They will have same functional group. So those kind of the members, when we put together in a series, that series is known as homologous series. So definition of homologous series will be the properties of homologous series only. So each homologous series can be represented by a general formula. Each homologous series is represented by one general formula only. And all the members which will be there in that homologous series of a homologous series, they will have one functional group. Have the same functional group. Functional group means a group which will determine the functions of a compound. Successive members differ by CH2 group. Successive members of a homologous series differ by a CH2 group. There is a difference of 1 carbon and 2 hydrogen atoms. And if they differ by CH2 group, means the difference in their molecular masses will be 14 units. The molecular masses of successive members of a homologous series differ by 14 mass units. And all the members can be prepared by one kind of a method only. The members of a homologous series can be prepared same methods and these will have similar chemical properties. Have similar chemical properties, but there will be a regular gradation in their physical properties. The members of a homologous series show a regular gradation. Gradation means either increase is there or decrease is there. Regular gradation in their physical properties. So these are the characteristics of homologous series. Now to understand this thing, I am taking one example. What is the meaning of this homologous series? The example for this is, first example, I am taking alkane series. Alkane homologous series. Similarly, we will have alkene homologous series, alkyne homologous series, cycloalkane homologous series. So one or two examples. Alkane homologous series. Now, first characteristic is all the members which will be there in this series, they are represented by one journal formula. So what is the journal formula of alkane homologous series? Journal formula CnH2n plus 2. Now, along with this, I am taking another example, that is alkene homologous series. Alkene homologous series. We have done these in the previous topic. They are represented by one journal formula, again alkene also, and that journal formula is CnH2n. In this case, n starts from 2, but here the n starts from 1. So this also we have done, why here the n starts from 1 and why in this case the n starts from 2. Now next is members of homologous series. And then is the formula, and then is the name. Similarly, here also we write members of homologous series, formula, and name. So members of homologous series. First member of homologous series we get when we fill the n value as 1. That means here the first members of homologous series, first member will get when we fill the n value as 1 in this formula. When we fill the n value as 1 in this formula, the formula will become CH4. One carbon atom, name is methane. And in this case, the first member we will get when we will fill n value as 2, because n starts from 2 here. So when we fill n2 here, this becomes C2H4. And name is 2 carbon atom is eth. But after this we will add ene here. So that one will be the name of the first member of alkene series. Similarly, we can write the second member, third member and the fourth member and so on. All the members which will come in this series, they are alkane homologous series. Why homologous? Because all these members, they will have the similar chemical properties, can be prepared by the same methods also. They are represented by one journal formula, and there is a difference of CH2 group in successive members. See now how the CH2 group. Second member, when you fill the value as 2, this one will come C2H6. Third member will be C3H8. Fourth member will get C4H10. So I'm writing 4 members. Similarly here, second member, third member, fourth member. This is C3H6, C4H8, C5H10. Now names, this one is ethane, 3 carbon atom is propane, 4 carbon atom is butane, 3 carbon atom is propene, 4 carbon atom butene, 5 carbon atom is pentene. Now see the successive members. 1 carbon atom is increasing, 2 hydrogen atoms are increasing. 1 carbon atom and 2 hydrogen atoms, so there is a difference of CH2 group in successive members. Keep on adding CH2, we will get the formula of the next member. Come to this one also. 1 carbon and 2 hydrogen atoms are increasing. 1 carbon and 2 hydrogen, 1 carbon and 2 hydrogen. So how much is the molecular mass of this? 12 plus 4, 16. 16, and CH2 means 12 plus 2, 14. In this 16, add 14, we'll get the molecular mass of this. In this, we add 14, we'll get the molecular mass of this. So how much is the difference in the molecular masses of these compounds? That is 14 AMU difference is there. And since the mass is increasing, so there will be regular gradation in their physical properties. Physical properties like boiling point, melting point, solubility, all these, they depend on the molecular mass. Since molecular mass is changing, so there will be regular gradation. Gradation means increase or decrease in their physical properties will be there. So homologous series, the characteristics that we have written, all these characteristics are the definitions of homologous series. Combine all these, that will become what is homologous series. And then some examples we can take. I have taken here 2 examples, one of alkane homologous series, second one is of alkene homologous series. So this is a topic, what is homologous